I'm coming from the cocoon. Liz, I'm too lazy to continue that.
Was that supposed to be like the Matrix?
Yeah, like you're just like coming out of the little thing.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm out of the little thing, and so are you, and so is young Chomsky, and we're back here in meat space.
Ugh.
One of the most disgusting. I gotta say, if they did start calling reality meat space, I would spend all my time in VR just so I wouldn't have to refer to that.
People do call it that.
If you're listening to this show and you call reality meat space, you should
delete your Reddit account.
Yes,
number one.
Yes, yeah. Don't do what but you should. You know. Anyways, we are out of VR, and boy, what a time we have had with this. Liz, I think this is both your and I first real time spending some actual time in VR. Certainly my first time interacting with anybody else in VR. And give me some off the dome impressions that you got of it.
The headset is very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. Also, I don't like the controllers. Not very comfortable in my hands.
Yeah.
You can easily get carpal tunnel from that.
100%. Yeah. In fact, I see people walking around with sort of like T-Rex hands because that you're in VR chat 100% of the day.
No, I don't like any of it. I don't like video games at all.
Yeah, well, that's to be expected, but it's I've got to say VR chat to me is different than any sort of video game that I would play because there's no point to VR chat. Like it's essentially like an well, you can play games in it, but what it is it reminds me a lot of AIM chat rooms.
Yeah, totally.
Do you remember when you were a kid, like using those and like getting in and kind of pretending to be not an adult, but like you're not being upfront about the fact that you're a child?
Yes. Although I don't think I ever really I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I think I only did chat rooms like once or twice and then got freaked out and was like, oh, I'll just only go on AIM. I called it AIM too.
Yeah.
To chat with my friends. I think my screen name was like Angel Baby 2020 or something.
Do you have the little squiggles next to it?
It didn't have the squiggles.
Well, now
it was something
Angel
Baby. I can't remember the numbers.
Well, it's the VR chat for me has been. I've used it thrice. I used it one time with my buddy Brendan. The first time I used it a few days ago. I used it another time with young Chomsky 2 days ago, and then today, the three of us descended into the portal and went to the other side. And I gotta say, the only real impression I have of it is that there is an extraordinary amount of people who fantasy that you can be whatever you want in VR chat. You could be a goblin, you could be a ghoul, you could be a beautiful woman or a handsome man. It seems that 90% of people choose to be a sexy like wolf or cat with large breasts and a ample butt, or the other 10% are a character from Dragon Ball Z. And the intent of a great majority of these people, not a majority, but a lot of the people that I saw, was to act like their character was a real person and simulate sexual acts with other people. So what I'm saying is it's been the greatest 3 days of my life. Jeffrey Epstein.